I'm good. So why do we love one but feast on the other?
That's a very difficult thing to say. I will say, can we agree that early humans, like early ancient humans, were predators? Our eyes
Would
face
you
forward like most predators do today?
would you agree that we did slavery for a long time, but that was still immoral,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
though
yeah,
it
yeah.
benefited the poor? Okay. Yeah, I do
Yeah, yeah.
agree that
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about. But
I don't
because we did it in the
I
past,
know
it's
that
okay.
I don't know specifically why we evolved certain things. I've heard arguments for both sides, so I'm just going to
All
say
right.
that I'm not really sure about specifics like our eyes because I've also been told that the reason why we see colors so that we can eat fruits, so we can identify poison and not.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
no, that's what I mean though. It doesn't really matter though how we evolved. It's like we know now that we can thrive on a plant-based diet, so doesn't matter what we did in the past. It's fine to look at the past and learn from it, but it's not a justification to cause unnecessary harm when we know we can thrive without using them.
All right. Well, what about the recent scientific studies saying that trees talk to each other?
Well, they send communication, but they don't have a brain or a central nervous system. So they're not having subjective experiences. They're just sending signals based off of environmental stimuli. Whereas, like
All right.
animals or anything that's sentient is experiencing the world, but they make preferences on it. So it's like, this happened to me. Was it a good thing or a bad thing? Do I like that or do I not like it?
All right. All right. I understand that.
Yeah. So that's basically where I draw the line. I'm okay with eating plants that can communicate, but I don't eat plants that are sentient because they're not.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah. So I guess why
I
aren't you
do.
vegan?
I am not vegan because, in the same way that I would not want to be enslaved, I can do everything in my ability to prevent that, right? Like, say someone
Uh
comes to my house and say, "I want to enslave you," as part of my beliefs or
oh,
whatever
okay.
their
But
reason.
but would you
Is.
say then that it was morally just to enslave the humans that weren't able to escape their slavery?
Well, of course not. I'm not saying it's.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying it's morally just to eat meat. I'm just saying that people
Oh,
do it,
okay.
right?
Oh, of course. Yeah. There's people that are unaliving each other unjustly, but there's still laws about it.
Exactly. Yeah. Um.
Yeah. We still consider it immoral.
Yeah. But
Okay.
fuck, I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. I kept interrupting.
No, it's good.
We're
It's good.
talking.
I just woke up. It's early for me today.
So we're just talking about the morality of using animals. What gives you
Yeah.
that justification to use them?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
had a specific thing I was trying to say, but I forgot it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. It
Well,
was the whole reason
oh, well,
I
I'd asked
requested
you
you to join. That's
why
my
aren't you?
bad.
No, it's okay. Why aren't you vegan?
The reason I'm not vegan is just because I enjoy meat. I do.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. So
good.
does taste pleasure though? Does taste pleasure justify taking someone's life away?
Well, you can't ask a lion that, can you?
Well, so I would argue that we're what's called moral agents, right? Do you
Moral
agree that you
agents, okay.
can, right? You understand morality and can weigh out what's right and wrong. You have the time and the ability to do so. Do animals? Do you think? Do you
To a
think they
certain
can weigh
extent, I
out right and
believe
wrong?
some animals can. Maybe the animals who have more human contact, such as dogs and cats.
Would you say that it's understandable if even a human was in survival mode and they ate, let's say, a human baby? That's maybe not moral, but still understandable because they're in survival mode.
I don't, shit. Fuck, that's a good question.
So I would say it's obviously
Uh,
morality is subjective, but I don't see others as resources. I could understand though somebody in a dire situation unaliving another human and using them to survive. That's understandable, but not moral. Same thing for the animals. They're just surviving these harsh environments, so they have to, in that regard, take life from an animal. Otherwise, they will perish themselves. Again, it's not moral in my
oh
perspective,
shit.
but I can't go out there and reason with a lion or any carnivore, but I can reason with you because you're a moral agent. So that's why I'm on here. We don't need to use them, and there's alternatives. So what's the moral justification?
You know what? You stumped me. I think I'm gonna give it a try.
Well, that's fantastic. I've never had someone be that open. That's fantastic to be that open. I would start with Dominion because that it just shows you what the animals go through, and you know the truth of what is behind it. Even if you were to continue using animals, you should know what you're demanding. They show just the standard practices, including like free range, organic, humane, all of that. They show you just, the best practices. If you don't want to watch, I feel that you need to know the why to be motivated to figure out the how. Otherwise, the how feels daunting and like, oh my God, where do I start? So once you're motivated, these resources, I don't know if you want to take a screenshot. Challenge 22, you talk to a dietitian. If you don't want to talk to somebody, though, nutritionfacts.org has what's called the Dailey Dozen. It's just a checklist. If you want to make sure you get all your nutrients, they have a little checklist for you. It's really simple. And then even easier is ChatGPT. It's free. You can be like, make me a meal plan. It'll make you a meal plan. And if you want to double check it to make sure it's actually nutritious, Cronometer is a free app that you can check the nutrition of any food at all. And it gives you all the way down to the detailed minerals if you're worried about any of them. So, yeah, take a screenshot. And like I said, these aren't necessary. It's just more like if you want to make sure you're healthy, which is important, these are great resources. Otherwise, it's just about switching your protein source for beans or tofu or some kind of vegan alternative, just not animals.
All right. I appreciate you letting me up here. I had a great conversation.
I appreciate you coming up.
I did get the screenshot.
Yeah. You got to get that. I'm also going to give you a follow back. Please reach out to me if you have like any questions or anything. Okay. Like I'm here to help.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah. You have a great day.
Yeah, you too.